Hey guys, Austin here, and welcome back to another Minecraft mod showcase video here on the channel. Today we are going over once again the Naruto mod for Minecraft, that is Narutoto Ninja World. We are reviewing updates version 0.3.6 and 0.3.61. Now, the base version came out on the 14th, so about 5-ish days ago to the time I'm recording this, and the new patch just came out today. So we're going to be going over both and talk about the new additions and show off some of the new jutsu that's been added in. So of course, if you guys have been enjoying the Naruto mod showcases on the channel, be sure to leave me a like, subscribe if you're new, the down link to this mod will be in the description down below. Let's get into it. So the first thing to talk about is that there is a bug fix that has to do with Hashirama cells. They no longer increase your chakra when administered. There's also now a chance of getting the Nar clan added to you when you click the randomly select button in your little jutsu book here. Whenever you're first starting off, Nar clan is now able to be randomly selected instead of you manually selecting it, which is nice. The coordinates of the Nine Tails randomly appearing in your world have now changed to only be below 10,000. I guess before it could be anywhere. Now it is forced to only spawn within the coordinates of 10,000 and below within your radius. No stiffness or knockback when opening up the Kamui intangible power now happens. And now you'll be awarded 2 jutsu points when leveling up. Now, the most important thing that's been added in this update is wood release, aka wood style. Wood style has now been added in. It is in the book. It is this symbol right here. When you select it, you will also be magically given the water and earth releases as well. And you'll get some achievements for that as well, which is really, really nice. So I would like to show you guys all the new wood release jutsus, assuming they all work properly. So I'm going to go down the list one by one and roughly translate them to the best I can thanks to Google. So the first jutsu is the wall dome attack that Yamato makes. So that is what it is selected at the bottom right. So let's hopefully hope it works. Oh, wait, I selected the wrong thing. That's the wrong thing also. Well, it works. That's a little funny. It literally makes a actual oak wood dome, which is really, really cool. I'm wondering if depending on what biome you're in, it'll choose different woods. Now, let me choose that again and show you guys from this perspective. So yeah, literally it'll make a dome to hopefully protect you from any incoming attack. I don't know what wood is exactly going to do to protect you in Minecraft, but hey, the dome works. On to the next jutsu we have. So the next one is supposed to be the 4-pillar prison technique that Yamato creates in the show. So here it is. Oh wow, look at that. It actually does literally make the prison. So I'm curious. Let's say I wanted to capture a villager per se. If I look at him, my man literally just evaded capture. Okay, what about the cat? And look at that, we captured the cat. Perfect. So if you want to actually be a person that uses a lot of wood in your building in Minecraft, getting wood release is probably one of the best things for you. It's not very practical though, because it does make a giant thing in front of you that you're going to have to, of course, disassemble, because it literally makes the Minecraft blocks. You're going to have to get rid of it. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck with these things in your world. But hey, the wood dome, the wood prison, actually very good for, I guess, combating certain NPCs if you don't want to deal with them. But let's move on to the next thing, which is the wood binding technique. So let me select it, and I'm going to do it to this cow. Let's see it. All right, so it worked, but it actually crashed my game when I did it. So this is what it looks like. I wonder, does it actually... Yeah, the cow cannot move now. It is stuck in the wood binding, which is crazy. Unfortunately, like I said, it crashes. So I'm going to try that again, not on a target, and see what happens. Does it... Okay, so it literally has to be done to a target. Interesting. I can't just kind of do it. Let me find another target. Hey, cat, you want to be bound? Yes. So it literally crashes you every single time. Okay, interesting. At least I'm hoping with these new wood releases all being added in, we're going to get Yamato soon as a character within the mod. I would assume we are. But yeah, as you can see, the thing does work. It ironically is using jungle wood for its texture, but it doesn't like it's interesting. I wonder if it crashes like your client, or if you're on like a server, is it going to crash everyone? Because the technique works and it does do the animation stuff. It's just the initial launch of it crashes you, and I'm assuming that's to do with it like binding the actual mob ID. I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't do coding, but that's what I'm venturing to guess is happening whenever you try to release the jutsu by itself. But now we're moving on to a full attack-based jutsu. The next one is, I keep accidentally doing that. The next one is wood style cutting sprigs, or the cutting technique translated. This is the one that, spoiler alert by the way, if you haven't watched Naruto, this is the one that Obito actually uses in attacks. So let's see, can I just fire it off normally? Oh, it literally just gives me the spear. Can I... Oh, I throw it. Okay, okay. So I do the jutsu, I get the actual spear, and then I can chuck it, and it also crashes. Okay! I'm only venturing to guess it crashes because there's something to do with it spawning the thing on an actual mob versus not. Because it killed the mob, as you can see. Like, I'll get the thing again. I won't fire it at a person, but as you can see, you can just kind of chuck it. And again, the only reason why I'm able to spam these is because I am in creative mode. You can see the chakra cost of each thing. But yeah, so both those jutsu, the binding one and the cutting sprigs one, do not, like, they work on the mobs. They do the damage to the mobs, but if for some reason right now will crash you because it's not loading the stuff properly. But the final wood release that we're going to be showing off today is actually the... This is definitely going to crash me. It's the wood release the first Hokage uses, the Deep Forest Emergence. So not to be confused with Deep Forest Bloom, it is Deep Forest Emergence. So I'm hoping that I can do it over here. Let's see. Oh, that doesn't crash me? You're kidding me. A giant forest being summoned and it doesn't crash me. But binding one mob does. Look at the radius! Oh my gosh, and it just forms a jungle. It literally makes an entire jungle biome. Does it change the biome? I'm curious. No, it's still plains, but it literally makes an entire jungle. So if you're lacking jungle in your world, definitely wood release is the one to go. If you're a person that builds with wood, literally just go with the wood release. That is the best thing to have. I'll get you guys a better perspective of it over here. We'll put the whole village under this. Yeah, so it of course does the voice line of the first Hokage as well, which I assume is another character we're going to be getting soon since we have the wood release techniques, but this is crazy. And again, I like how this seamlessly works without it crashing you or not, but me just binding a singular mob crashes me. Either way, that is it for all the wood releases, so let's talk about the next thing that has been added in. So, downgrade the power of all ninjutsu and made some balance adjustments such as Amaterasu, etc. So that's happened. Now the Susanoo and Tail Beast Mode skills do not consume chakra. Added some ninjutsu for Kakashi's NPC, which is nice. So he will now actually have some jutsu. And one of those jutsus is one you can use now. It is the lightning style Lightning Beast Hunting Fang, I believe is how it is translated in English. But it's the one where during the pain fight, in the pain arc, he summons the lightning dog. So I'm going to show you guys that real quick. Yeah, so as you can see, it summons an actual dog with electricity. It is meant to be a lightning style based technique. And everything that it runs into will immediately be electrified, which is really, really cool. And it's a very fun technique as well. This completely looks like a different area now. So if I want to attack this villager, as you can see, it does about 10 damage to them. So... it's a really fun technique, and I'm glad that's been added in. It has nothing to do with wood style, but hey, I'm happy that we're getting new techniques. And of course, the actual Kakashi NPC should be able to use that technique now as well, which is really nice. The Missing-nin and Orochimaru no longer actively attack players, which is interesting enough. And also for the Missing-nin, they're going to be fighting Kakashi. You can now hire them, interestingly enough, which is really fun. So they will actively no longer attack players unless the players are opening chests or barrels near them, which is they spawn in those like campsites in the world. So that would be why. And the, like I said, Missing-nin can't be hired. Is he using Kamui on her? And you guys broke my stuff. I'm curious what the Missing-nin can actually use in terms of jutsu. Like, do they know how to use, can it be like a random selection? I'm assuming it's just like base stuff. Here's another one. So if I right click him, you can hire him for 1,500 dollars. I don't actually have any money, so I can't do that. But yeah, you can hire them now, which is really, really nice. And again, they appear at different textures. If you've never seen them before, they can look like any sorts of ninja like this. And I'm not entirely sure what their jutsu capabilities are, like I said, but they have 200 health and 20 armor bars, so I'm sure they're meant to actually be menacing. So, and Kakashi's still actively fighting the one in the forest over here, which is pretty funny. But that's it for pretty much the update. The bug fix, oh, he just did a lightning fang, that was cool. As for the actual bug fix update, which was the 3.61 update, they fixed a bug where wood release can be selected in survival mode, fixed a bug where the sand jonin cast jutsu in the air, and fixed a bug where the Rasen Shuriken does not deal damage. So those bugs have been fixed. If you've been experiencing that, well, it no longer should be a thing. Either way, though, guys, that is going to do it for this update in the Narutoto Ninja World mod. If you guys want me to cover more of this in the future, be sure to leave me a like, subscribe if you're new. Let me know in the comments down below which jutsu that got added in today is your favorite, which one are you going to be practicing, and what current ninjutsu, or I guess type of clan, are you guys running in your Naruto worlds? If you've been playing, are you an Uzumaki, Uchiha, Hyuga, or Nara clan now that the Nara clan is available? And what chakra natures do you have? Currently, there's still only one Jinchuriki, but I feel like we're going to get all the Jinchuriki eventually if this mod keeps updating. Same with the Sharingan. But either way, I do hope to see you all in the next video. Have a great day, everyone. Stay safe, and goodbye.